he's feeling like Paul Pierce before KG and Ray. So on the one hand, we corrected Paul by bringing in these veterans, which is what Kyrie is kind of starting to send a message to the top of the organization. You better bring me some people or I'm going to go to New York, or I am going to do that other stuff because I'm not sticking around to play with these babies. You know what I mean? And that's not the conversation that Paul had, right? He was frustrated a little bit and he was struggling. Then he had the injury and there was all of that going on. But basically it was like, Paul deserves a chance to win. So we're either going to trade him, and Paul agreed with that, or we're going to get him the help he needs. But the problem was right before that decision was finally made, the whole team stood around and waited for Paul to go win a game for him or to go do this and go do that. Here's my problem with the Kyrie situation. There's a lot of players that still do that. I'll tell you who doesn't do that is Tatum. Tatum is not standing around. That's why he got that last look. Did the play get screwed up? Yeah, the play got screwed up. It didn't wind up being the best look. But I don't think Paul Pierce was running around yelling at people because he didn't get that shot every game. And they've got a guy who can make it. Now, the problem is Tatum was off in Orlando, and it was clear from the start. He got to the rim a couple of times and whatnot, but he scored his points and he did his thing. But he wasn't money Tatum. He wasn't smooth. He wasn't butter. Even his release looked different. It was too snappy. He's got that kind of fluid release. And all of a sudden in the Orlando game, it was kind of snappy. And I think that's, whatever happened. But I'm a little concerned about Kyrie, not just because of the non-leadership vocalizing whatever thing we talked about earlier, but I'm concerned about it because I think that other people on the team don't get as involved in the offense and they lose their way.
Well, and on the other side of that, you have guys like Bill Simmons, my favorite pal, who are saying you need to see more Kyrie.
Didn't he coin the Ewing theory, by the way? Didn't he coin the Ewing theory? I was very surprised that you referenced that moment.
I did because I was going to lead up to this, which is this Kyrie thing, which is he's saying that Kyrie needs to take more leadership. Kyrie needs to take more of the shots. Kyrie needs to be more James Harden. And it's funny.
That's not Brad Stevens' style. Then you might as well go get Doc Rivers and bring him back into town because that's exactly what Doc Rivers would do with this roster.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think that to me, the issue with that, though, is that right, it's not who they are. And it's also not Kyrie is where he is. And this team right now they're trying to become much more egalitarian. They're trying to be that team where the person who's open is the person who shares the ball. And right now, Kyrie is in both worlds. He knows what he's good at. He knows what the team needs scoring. On the other hand, he's got a coach and players and teammates that need to share the ball. But when the ball gets shared to them, what are their decision making? It's dribble, 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 pull up from 19 feet. It's, force a tough shot with a hand in your face. All these like bad behaviors. And so I think Kyrie has that same sort of devil on his shoulder and angel on his shoulder saying, that kind of debate. Should I be taking on more of a role here? Should I be taking less of a role here? And at this point, they're losing. So it seems like both are the wrong answer. I don't think it's Kyrie's responsibility to fix this.